All right, what's going on, guys? It's OMG Teggy, and today we are going to be doing the Turbo Teggy walk around. So here it is. So let's just walk around this bad boy. All right, boom, done. I'm just kidding, guys. So today I'm going to show you guys everything that I have done to the car, all the mods I put in it throughout the years. It's honestly a lot. It's changed colors literally like 4 times. So I'll show you that guy in the beginning of the video, guys. But also, I just want to show you guys, this is actually where like a lot of the California fires were. So this place is burnt and it's crazy. Like this all used to be green. That whole mountainside over there used to be green. Tons of stuff is just gone. They're doing some construction work here. Don't really know what they're doing, but this used to look really nice. They used to have some like rocks up here. I've done my videos here in the past, and there used to be like these 2 trees that used to hang over here. That was like a badass picture spot, but it's gone now. So it really sucks. It's gonna take a lot of time before this all grows back. But anyways, into the car. Let's go ahead. Let's start off with everything on the outside. So the first thing obviously is the rare jade blue plasti dip. Now I really do want to get a real paint job pretty soon here, because when you get up close to this, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a lot of marks on here that you can't get off just washing it. It's starting to peel right here, and there's just little places where it just does not look good in person, but on camera it probably looks flawless, to be honest. But there are a couple places where it's coming up, like right here, and then there's also some like right here on this little windshield thing over here. The back bumper is kind of fading, but yeah, so it is rare jade blue plasti dip. Honestly, if I would have taken better care of it and washed it and kept it like in a garage or under a car tarp or whatever, it probably would have stayed a lot nicer. So into the next thing is the Konig Dial ends. Now these are 15x7s. I believe they're 15 or 35 millimeter offset. Now the offset makes a huge difference. If you get the offset wrong, it'll either stick out way too much or it'll be way too far in and it'll hit some of the components of your suspension. So if you guys are looking for rims that will fit your car, check out my video on offset. I explain it in that video, so I'll leave a link down below. Now the next thing is the Type R spoiler. Now I wanted to do this for so long. I did get it probably like 2 years ago. It was painted black. It's actually a really nice gloss black under this. It's not the actual Type R spoiler. It's one off of Amazon, but it still does the job. The only difference between this one and the real one is it's a little bit shorter on the sides. You can't really tell, but it definitely does resemble the real thing. Now moving on into the bottom, ignore the spider webs here. If you could see that, we got a Megan Racing bar down there, and then function and form LCAs. I did a video of installing those. Now the whole reason I installed those in the first place was because my rear control arm bushings, or whatever those things are, kept squeaking, and it was really annoying. So I put those in. I probably had them for about a year now. I got them last Black Friday, so yeah, about a year now, and they don't squeak at all. So if you guys are looking for some quality, good looking LCAs, then go over to function and form. But other than that, I think that about does it for the outside of the car, except for, you know, the whole exhaust system, whatever. I got a Vibrant Performance muffler on the back. But like I said, other than that, nothing else really. I do have a lip that came with the car. I don't know which one it is. It's just some random one on eBay, but it does fit the car pretty nicely. Now, hopefully in a coming up video, I'm going to do the little side visor things again. I used to have some on here, but they were really crappy and they started cracking and it really sucked. So now there's just all this nasty tape on here that I need to peel off and redo, because if I don't put them on there, you just see this really crappy stuff. So I'd rather put the visors on there. They make the car look nice anyways. Now moving on to under the hood here, I got the Rising Sun. I do want to kind of delete that. I want to paint it something else. It's been like that forever, but it's been a design I just kept because I didn't want to screw up the plasti dip. But anyways, onto the motor and everything under here. We got the Megan Racing strut bar over here. I put this fan on yesterday and holy crap, it's actually getting melted on the exhaust. That is not good. Well, at least the fan still spins, so that's good. I got a brand new battery yesterday. Just decided, screw it, I'm done trying to jumpstart my car, and it actually worked. Starts up flawlessly, so I'm glad I got that. Now for the people that do not watch my channel, I got a turbo down here. I believe it's somewhere around the 70 millimeter. It's actually a pretty big turbo, so it does take quite a bit to spool up, but it is a CX Racing turbo. Not my first choice of a turbo, but it is the cheapest that you could get, that you could kind of get away with it. Now this one I did have some problems. I couldn't find the right oil restrictor and oil was burning, and I couldn't really figure out what to do. I called the company, they weren't helpful at all. The customer service really does suck over there, and they don't offer any sort of warranty at all, so that really sucks. But besides the point, I got a 3-inch exhaust all the way back, no cat, just all the way back to the Vibrant Performance muffler, a Turbonetics wastegate, just a random blow off valve, just an eBay one. Still does sound pretty cool though, to be honest. I got the Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold with a 4-bar K-tuned map sensor up there. Now the map sensor, I was really confused on which one to get when I was building my car, so I couldn't find any 3-bar ones that were actually any good quality. A lot of the 3-bar ones were just from eBay, and I heard really bad stuff about those, so I went ahead and just spent the extra bucks and got the K-tuned 4-bar map sensor. But I haven't had any problems with it yet, so I'm really glad about that, and I'm sure it'll last the whole time I have this turbo kit installed. Now inside the motor, I have eagle rods with CP pistons, so I have forged bottom end, basically a stock crankshaft. Now as far as the head goes, I didn't really do much there. I just did dual valve springs, SuperTech valve springs on both the intake and exhaust, but that's all I did to the head. But I really do plan on adding some camshafts or something like that possibly in the future, because camshafts do make a huge difference. Now the reason I say this is because when I was on the dyno without VTEC, I was probably making like 220 horsepower, which wasn't what I really wanted. And then he turned on VTEC and it was like 340, and I was like, what the heck? And then he cleaned up the tune a little bit, got to 351 or 352. So it really does show you how big of a difference VTEC and the different cam lobe sizes can make a huge power difference. Now I'm pretty sure that sums it all up for the motor. I got this custom made OMG Teggy. Some guy on eBay, he did it for me for like 15 bucks. So it was honestly such a great deal. Also have the innovative motor mounts. I didn't get the solid ones because it already vibrates enough and it keeps the motor pretty solid in here with those. Now one thing I did miss on the outside is actually the Windjet Halo headlights. Now like I said in my previous video, these things do not produce an insane amount of light, so I do suggest getting some different lights for them eventually. But they do look super clean. They change the look of the car completely, and the halos inside, I haven't had a problem with those actually, the little thing, the halo light that goes around. But I have heard of people getting those and they do burn out eventually. But even if those burn out, look how clean these headlights are. They do look super nice, especially with the black bezel. It does blend in with the car a lot and I really do like it. So that is pretty much it for under the hood. I really do have to figure out what I have to do to make that fan stay a little bit better, because it is melting on the exhaust and I don't want it to completely melt, but hopefully the fan will keep rotating. I think we're good on the fan. I don't think it's gonna move. So let's close this hood and let's go inside. All right guys, so here we are inside the car. Automatically you guys see this ghetto eBay steering wheel that I really do need to get rid of. I want to get some sort of suede. I was looking at the Sparco ones, I was also looking at a Momo one, but those are very expensive. So I don't know, I really do need a new steering wheel, but it's not my main priority right now. This one still holds up, but it does kind of just take away from the car because the horn button's missing and it just looks kind of like a hoopty without the actual horn piece here, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of ghetto. But looking past that, we got the AEM wideband gauge, we got the oil pressure gauge from Glow Shift, and the boost gauge from Glow Shift as well. So what I actually had to do to get this oil pressure one to sit here is I drilled a hole right through the actual bezel or whatever, and I just zip tied it on and it stays on there. I mean, you can move it around a little bit, but it does stay on there pretty well. And I like the placement of it because you can still see the RPMs and also the speedometer, which doesn't even matter in my car because the speedometer is broken and I need to fix it. So that's another thing we got to fix. Now moving on to probably my favorite thing in this car is this little custom switch thing I made. So the reason I actually made this in the first place is, if you guys have seen my channel over the last couple videos, I've been having a lot of trouble with my main relay and my fuel pump. So I just went ahead and wired it up manually to this switch right here. I'm not going to turn it on right now, but when I turn that on, it turns on the fuel pump and I just start up my car and it starts up like super quick compared to the other times. And now I don't have to worry about my main relay because it's directly wired and there's not going to be any problems with that. Now these other ones aren't actually hooked up to anything, but I do plan on hooking up my fan to this one, my gauges to this one, and I'm not sure what I want to hook up to this one, but this one might just be some random stuff. So this was something I just made out of a little thing of plastic. I was going to extend it all the way out over here and all the way out over here, but I decided just to leave a little room on the sides just so if I have to put something in there I can. And I think it turned out pretty good for just doing it for basically free at my house. I know you guys see my ECU on the ground. I still am figuring out how to deal with that because that ECU does not fit on the side there for some reason. This one is bigger than my normal one, so I have to figure out something to do with that, but I am going to clean up pretty soon here. But that is it for the interior. There's nothing going on in the back, just a stock back seat. I might actually clean it out and put a roll cage or something like that in the future, but I do like having the 4 seats so I could bring more people around in the car, show them it, and it kind of just makes it more fun to have more people in your car anyways. The last thing that I didn't mention is I have a JL Audio 8-inch sub in the back that's it, but that doesn't deal with any horsepower or anything. But that is another mod that I did to my car, and it does sound pretty good for just a little 8-inch, because those kind of subwoofers have crazy nice bass quality. It's nice and crisp and it sounds really good. But yeah guys, so that is it for this video. That is everything I've done. Actually, I forgot about the twiddle proxies, my bad. But that is the full walk around of the Turbo Integra in 2018. So we'll see what other changes come in 2019. I'm not really sure what other changes I want to do to it, except for get a new intercooler, because that intercooler hangs ridiculously low. Look how low this thing hangs. It's literally like 2 or 3 inches off the ground, and it's really annoying because I can't get in and out of normal driveways. So I'm definitely gonna get a smaller intercooler in the future pretty soon here. But yeah guys, I basically accomplished everything that I want to do to this car, other than a nice paint job and just clean it up and make it look really clean. But overall, this was pretty much my plan from the start. I've always wanted a turbo Honda, and it actually happened. I made it happen, and it's honestly awesome to finally go through with something like this. But like I said, I'm not really sure what other mods are to come for this car. I am gonna have to move to another car eventually, because we're just gonna run out of things to do on this one. Now I was thinking about getting an RSX, but guys, I really don't know. I mean, I do like the RSX, but I would feel like I'm kind of getting like the same exact car. It would be cool to have like an older brother and then the younger brother, though. It'd be cool to have 2 of the same cars, just different model years. But we'll see. I kind of want to move up to a little bit higher of a tier, maybe like around 10 grand, and we'll see what I could get with that. But we'll see. I'm probably not going to buy another car until probably my birthday, or within the next like 6-7 months. So we'll just have to wait on that. But honestly, I do want to keep it in the Honda gang. So just use your mind, think of cars that are a little bit above 10K, and you could basically tell what I'm going for. But it's not a sure thing yet. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get that car, so I'm not gonna tell you guys I'm getting it, because I might actually get something else like a Nissan or something. But we'll see when the time does come. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out guys.